Hello friends! Welcome back to Living with Cambriea. Today I am going to organize, declutter, and clean my kitchen. But I did want to say this is in collab with a good friend here on YouTube, and I'm going to let her introduce herself now.
Hey guys, if you're interested in seeing some cleaning motivation, recipes, occasional product reviews, a DIY every Monday, shop with me videos, grocery hauls weekly, and our kitchen renovation videos, then stop on by my channel, Coffee with My Sunshine, after you're done enjoying Cambria's video.
Do you care about me 'cause you're lonely?
So I'm starting out with my fridge. I'm actually going to do all the areas that I dread cleaning out the most. So doing my fridge, just taking everything out, that way I can see exactly what I have and what I need to get rid of.
My look broke, but you know I can solve it. Do you care about me 'cause you're lonely? 'Cause I'm the only.
And then once I'm done clearing everything out, I take my vacuum to get all the big chunks out of the drawers and everything from the produce. And then I'm going to wipe everything down and just make sure everything's really clean.
Left before, do it all once more. I don't wanna be a blanket that you wrap around to forget about. I don't wanna be the same thing that you left before. Do it all once more.
Now, I do, when the fridge gets really bad or I have a spill, take these shelves and things out. But I try to keep up with my fridge, and I didn't have any major spills, so I was able to just wipe it down and keep everything in the fridge.
I feel like my head is underwater.
And now just putting everything back in the fridge. Funny thing is, after I was all done putting everything back in the fridge, I realized I really needed to go grocery shopping, because a lot of the stuff in there taking up so much room was things that had like just a couple sips left and things like that. So I was really able to get rid of a lot of the stuff that was in there. So I went grocery shopping the next day. And then on to the pantry. Luckily my pantry was a mess, but was still somewhat organized. So I was able to take one shelf at a time. I would take everything out and vacuum it out, wipe it out, and then just put it all back in a lot neater the way it needed to be. This was a big task, however, not as much work as I thought. It's just with the holidays just being done and everything, it seemed crazy in there. I had a lot of duplicates.
It won't go away. I've got that feeling rushing through my body. I know that it is here to stay. It's like you're my personal Illuminati. I know that some might say that I am just a bad girl, but if you treat me right.
So the way I have the pantry set up is baking on top. This shelf right here is my shelf. And then the bottom three shelves are all stuff for the boys. That way it's at their eye level and they can reach it. After this, I moved on to my spice cabinet. My spice cabinet was just a wreck. I don't think I've ever gone through my spice cabinet, so I definitely needed to go through here and condense and organize. Here's just a look at all the spices I had. I definitely had a lot of things that I could condense together and was able to get rid of a good chunk of bottles just by condensing stuff down. These are actually all the ones I was able to get rid of. And then I didn't really buy too much for this. However, I did buy one of these spice shelves and I am loving it. I will definitely leave it linked in my description below because it made a huge difference and made the spice cabinet just look so much better, and I could actually see everything I had.
Will be the best girl in this whole world. No, I'm not gonna fight. I've got my hands on your body. So tell me what you want me to do. I can be good or be naughty. Because there ain't nobody love you like I do.
Now on to the deep cleaning. So I had washed dishes because I knew I wanted to do a really good clean on my dishwasher. So I'm just putting away all the dishes that I washed as well as all the dishes in the dishwasher. Now, the way I like to deep clean my dishwasher is I take some baking soda and I don't measure it out. I just take a good amount, sprinkle it all over the bottom, and then I will take a glass of vinegar and sit that on the top, and I will run the dishwasher at its highest and hottest setting to give it a really good deep clean.
Those colorful eyes, they don't shine like they used to. The city don't want us, babe. We won't survive this place.
And then to make sure I got everything clean, I moved everything off the counters and put it on my dining room table. That way I didn't need to worry about working around things. I just literally wiped down absolutely every surface in my kitchen.
Feel like home, like home. Home, feel like home. A faded mind, so we stay blind. Oh, the
So my oven definitely needed a really good deep clean. It is a self-cleaning oven, but it doesn't really handle the grease. Now I got this super clean sent to me for free. This is not a sponsored video. However, they did want me to do a review on it, and I figured this would be the perfect time to see if this bad boy actually worked. So I'm going to be spraying it on all the grates as well as all over my stove. Now I take a vacuum to it first since I did run the self-clean. I wanted to get all the big chunks out of there and then really spray it down good with that self-clean and see how well it worked.
falling. And if I would lie and stay, it wouldn't feel the same. I won't lie. No, honestly, it doesn't feel like home, like home.
I just let that sit for a while and then I moved on to my microwave. Now to clean my microwave, once again, I like to use vinegar. So I'll take a bowl of it and set it in there for 5 minutes. And then even once it goes off, I let it sit for about another 5 minutes for it to steam. And I moved on to all of my cabinets. Now I do have high cabinets, but I'm also a shorty, so I have to use my ladder to really clean these top cabinets, which is why they don't often get done, because it really can be a pain to get all of them done, as well as cleaning that window by my sink. I do burn a candle right there, so the windows sometimes get a little smudged and sooty from the candles.
Home, feel like home. A faded mind, so we stay blind. Oh,
I also want to point out I'm not cleaning the top of my cabinets because I did just clean the top when I took down all my Christmas decor and put up all the new decor up there. So there was no reason to vacuum and clean up there. So I'm just doing the fronts and sides of the cabinets.
what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story?
And now that all that is done, I move on to cleaning out the microwave. I love this method of cleaning out the microwave because literally after letting the vinegar in there for 5 minutes and steam for another 5 minutes, everything just wipes out so easy. So I always do it this way. It makes my life so much easier. And with having little ones, I use the microwave a lot, so it can get really, really grimy.
It's not you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight. Seven you and only one is for real. You spin me around and you make believe. Seven you and only me. How can I trust your personality?
And then on my stovetop, I wanted to use the super clean again. I do have a glass top, and with the water boiling over, you'll get all these marks that are really hard to clean off. I was so impressed with how this worked. Like, my stovetop looked brand new. And then into the oven, the biggest test of all is to see how it cleaned up this. And once again, I was really, really impressed. A lot of oven cleaners have really strong fumes, and this one was not that bad. Definitely was not a all natural product with no fumes, but not nearly as bad as most of those products are. Everything came really clean, and the window portion that is usually the hardest to get clean, literally I had no scrubbing. I did do a second coat on it, but just wiped it off with a microfiber cloth, and normally I have to take my green scrubbies to get these really clean. So I definitely recommend this, and I will leave this in my description below as well if you want to check it out.
What's the story about you? What's the story behind that sad tattoo you're trying to hide? I think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I am so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight. Seven you and only one is for real. You spin me around and you make believe. Seven you and only me. How can I trust your personality? Seven you and only one is for real. Let me be.
And then I'm just using glass cleaner. I like using glass cleaner just because it gives it that really nice shine. So it wasn't really to clean it, it was just to get it a really nice clean shine to it. And then onto all my counters, and then I also wiped down all the little light switches and the faucet. I literally wiped down everything I could get my hands on just to make sure everything was really clean. And if you notice, I start from top to bottom for the most part. I didn't want to do the counters and then do the upper cabinets because it would have been counterproductive as things fell. So I start on the top, work my way down, and after this I move on to all the appliances and the lower cabinets on the outside.
I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent. You deserve a better man. But let me just hold your hand once more. Ooh, 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 I wanna take you out. Ooh, 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 show you what I'm all about. Ooh, 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 make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, 'cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, 'cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Now that that's done, I just put everything back where it belongs.
There's a new part of me, a part I want you to see. You haven't seen the best of me, I know. You can try to fool yourself, like you love somebody else, but you and him will never feel the way we do.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe if you're new here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You guys mean the world to me. I hope after you're done with this, you go check out Coffee with My Sunshine and see what she did over there. But until next time, bye!
'Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you.